2020 hasn't been simple. Most individuals lost their positions, battled to cover the bills, and in a most terrible monetary shape than they were a year prior. Notwithstanding, that wasn't true for everybody. Certain individuals got such a lot of money flow last year that envisioning that much abundance. Elon Musk made more than $120 billion from January 2022 to December 2020. Even troublesome, I don't know whether he understands that. Yet the vast majority won't ever see these sorts of numbers besides in GTA. What's more, that is not even his whole total assets. Assuming you consider SpaceX and the exhausting organization and every one of his different endeavors, his total assets could surpass the $200 billion imprint. Elon Musk could appear as though a geek who couldn't care less about cash, yet all at once he's not. Assuming you investigate this life story, you will understand that he's generally been great with cash. Sooner or later in his life, he's spent $1 daily on food so he could put the remainder of his cash into a startup. Furthermore, that is the situation with most rich individuals. Rich individuals comprehend how the round of cash functions, yet everybody obviously makes $120 billion per year. However, the world is loaded up with rich individuals. So if you have any desire to be one of them, you ought to dominate the principles. To begin with, we have proactively made a video on this point. Yet the following are 7 ethics of cash that you ought to totally be aware to create financial well-being. Number 1, somebody is sitting in the shade today since somebody established a tree quite some time ago. At the point when you take a gander at somebody who rakes in boatloads of cash, it's not difficult to fall into the insight that they are essentially fortunate. It's not difficult to point fingers and blame rich individuals for being ravenous. Be that as it may, actually individuals don't unexpectedly rake in some serious cash, with the exception of when they score that sweepstakes, but instead really buckle down their whole lives. And afterward 20 or after 30 years, their persistent effort begins to pay off. Elon Musk didn't simply make $120 billion since he buckled down this year. Truth be told, it likely didn't function however much he typically does. Throughout the previous 17 years, Elon Musk worked constantly to make Tesla an effective organization. He has contributed more than 80% of his own fortune that he has produced using PayPal into Tesla. Furthermore, in 2008, the organization in a real sense was nearly liquidation. He even contacted the CEO of Daimler to persuade him to purchase Tesla in light of the fact that the organizations just didn't have the assets to make do, yet Daimler wouldn't contribute a dime on Tesla. Elon Musk spent his only remaining dollars to save Tesla and it was destitute for some time. Since he was unable to bear to cover the bills, envisioned making $180 million, yet can't manage the cost of lease since you put your whole fortune into your next startup. In 2018, Tesla was battling monetarily again. Elon Musk connected with Tim Cook to persuade Apple to purchase Tesla. Yet, Tim Cook even wouldn't meet him. Elon Musk still in some way figured out how to save Tesla. Today, Tesla is valued at more than $1 trillion. Also, Elon Musk is the most extravagant individual on the planet. So to be in a superior monetary position, 5, 10, or 15 years from now, you better begin climbing your tree now. Number 2, the main thing to do, assuming you observe your stuff in the opening, is to quit digging. Suppose you have acquired the means to purchase a fresh out-of-the-box new BMW, yet you don't utilize it much since you telecommute and just need a ride a few times per week. However, you actually need to make regularly scheduled installments. The objective choice is auction that vehicle and pay your obligations since you needn't bother with the vehicle. In any case, since you have proactively paid a piece of that vehicle, you don't believe your past speculations should go to squander. So you keep the vehicle. It resembles when you buy a pass to a film, however at that point figure out that the film's exhausting. You actually continue to watch this is on the grounds that you don't believe your cash should be squandered. What's more, that is known as the sunk expense paradox. We as a whole commit errors, particularly monetary slip-ups. However, don't give that lead you access to committing more monetary errors. On the off chance that you began a business and understand that it was a slip-up, quit squandering your cash and energy on a weak business. The cash you have spent is as of now gone. Warren Buffett was a significant financial backer in numerous carriers, yet aircraft stocks declined when the pandemic hit the world. Warren Buffett lost the billions of dollars, yet he didn't demand keeping his carrier shares. Warren Buffett sold his whole arrangement of aircraft shares and put resources into various organizations that appear to improve during the pandemic. Number 3, the most exceedingly awful venture you can have is cash. Everyone's discussing cash being above all else and all something like that. Cash, it will become useless over the long run, however great organizations will become worth more over the long haul. In the event that you're nothing about cash, then, at that point, you likely caught wind of the idea of expansion. Paper money has no characteristic worth. It's sparingly made by the central bank to make it simple to quantify the worth of labor and products. Consistently, the Federal Reserve is either print more cash or here and there siphons more cash into the economy, which diminishes the worth of the current money in the economy. So having a great deal of money isn't genuine riches. You are rich when you're on organizations that continually produce something and develop or resources that somehow or another offer some benefit, like a property that can be leased. So don't endeavor to have more money, yet utilize that money to purchase organizations that can draw. Number 4. Theory is most hazardous when it looks simplest. I recall 2017, when digital currencies were rising, similar to Falcon 9, everybody was committing. Nobody needed to botch this open door. However, a large portion of them had no clue about what Bitcoin or digital forms of money are. They imagined that they could get in and make a fortune, however before long costs crashed. What's more, certain individuals lost as long as they can remember investment funds. Not to say that Bitcoin is pointless or any such thing, yet never put resources into something you don't have the foggiest idea. Risk comes from not realizing what you're doing, truth be told. Gracious, definitely. That is additionally Warren Buffett words. There are in a real sense a large number of ways of bringing in cash, however on the off chance that you have hardly any familiarity with it, then you're betting. Would you be able to luck out? Obviously, yet what are the possibilities that you can luck out? Proceed to ask individuals who purchase lottery tickets, not match. So don't conjecture. Number 5. In the event that you purchase things you needn't bother with. Before long you should sell things you really want. The greatest monetary error the vast majority make is purchasing things they don't require, particularly when they can barely manage the cost of them. Life isn't a straight line. Now and then you will rake in tons of cash. Different times business will be down. So on the off chance that you don't have a money pad, you should sell things you truly need to take care of the bills. Toward the day's end, all that you require is a rooftop over your head, food on the table, and a few wheels to get around, regardless of whether they are not your wheels. So consistently limit your costs that you don't actually need and spotlight on utilizing your monetary assets to fabricate an additional kind of revenue. How frequently I have heard accounts of individuals who acquired huge number of dollars or even billions, however wound up broke on the grounds that they purchased such a large number of things. They don't require even competitors like Mike Tyson, who made more than $300 million over his profession, however needed to seek financial protection. When he resigned, number 6, don't find out the latest with what others are doing. Have you known about somebody who did precisely the same thing that others did and made a fortune? Presumably not. That is the reason don't follow the group. It doesn't make any difference what every other person does. The vast majority will agree to the normal. Truth be told, on the off chance that a great many people are getting it done, you ought to avoid it. Extraordinary open doors come when nobody is focusing. It isn't the way to be an antagonist. Be that as it may, being a group devotee is a possibly you want to disengage yourself inwardly, particularly with regards to contributing. Whenever everybody is ready and begin putting resources into a specific organization, avoid this is on the grounds that possibilities are, you will wind up losing your cash are way higher than you would make something. So don't hold back, nothing results. The main quick outcomes, you can go for the gold-free stocks from Webull. On the off chance that you join and store $100 and begin contributing, who else will give you 4 free stocks? In the event that you begin contributing or to figure out how to contribute by taking large score and Skillshare for nothing, assuming you utilize the connection in the portrayal, these 7 guidelines of cash at altogether founded on Warren Buffett's squats. In the event that there is one person who can offer you the best monetary guidance, then, at that point, it's Warren Buffett. Also, presently it is the right time to give this video the thumbs up that it merits. Also, in the event that you're new around here, buy in and turn on your notices. Much obliged for watching. Also, until sometime later. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumb up and share with your friend. Thank you for watching.